Every man carries a hidden switch within him, and it only activates when you whisper the one sentence his unconscious has been longing to hear. Most women believe a man remembers the body, but the truth runs far deeper than that. During intimacy, the part of him you touch most is not his skin, it is his unconscious. In those moments, his mind becomes like an emotional camera, recording every breath, every pause, every subtle shift in your presence. Not because he is judging you, but because he is searching for something essential, to feel safe, wanted, and chosen. What most women never realize is this one quiet whisper can strike his spirit more powerfully than anything physical ever could. Intimacy becomes a mirror, revealing whether he feels desired or merely performing. Today, we are uncovering the exact psychological triggers and the rare words that imprint themselves into his memory long after the moment has passed. If this resonates with you, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Now, let us step into the hidden layer beneath the physical place. Carl Jung believed the true self emerges. This is where words stop being sound and begin to leave an imprint. When you let him enter you, let him witness you. I don't just let you inside me, I let you witness me. There is a quiet, almost trembling power in that sentence. A power that settles into the air and subtly changes the energy of the room. It moves with slow intention. The repetition of I let you creates a gentle yet unmistakable boundary. The contrast between inside and witness lifts intimacy out of the physical realm and places it squarely in the psychological one. This is not a line about sex. It is a declaration of feminine sovereignty. It marks the moment a woman stops offering access and begins offering awareness. At its core, this sentence affirms a woman's right to choose. A woman may open her body for many reasons: desire, curiosity, loneliness, habit. But she only opens her energy when she feels safe enough to be seen. And that distinction changes everything. Letting him inside speaks to the physical act. Letting him witness you speaks to emotional presence. It is the shift from physical permission to spiritual revelation. In psychology, this marks the difference between performative intimacy and true connection. In real relationships, this truth becomes unmistakable. Many women have shared their bodies while keeping their hearts guarded, hoping physical closeness would naturally evolve into emotional closeness. But connection is not created by how much you give. It is created by how consciously you choose. A woman who knows her worth does not rush into closeness. She pauses, she breathes, se decides. And in that decision, she reclaims the part of herself that past lovers or old wounds may have blurred. When she allows a man to witness her, she is not giving herself away. She is honoring herself firsthand, then choosing him from a place of clarity. That is why this line carries such depth. It expresses a truth mature love always returns to. Intimacy begins where performance ends and presence begins. Now let us move deeper. When he is inside you, you show him who he really is. From the moment you allow yourself to be witnessed, something deeper unfolds naturally, like breath. There is a quiet realization that when he enters your body, he stands before a mirror he cannot hide from. This is where the next truth emerges with calm authority. How you move inside me tells me who you are. The rhythm of this sentence is slow and deliberate. How you move shifts attention from action to presence. Inside me brings the moment into a space where instinct speaks louder than effort, and tells me who you are, transforms a physical act into a revelation of identity. Psychologically, intimacy becomes a silent confession. A man can perform with words. He can hide behind charm, confidence, humor. But inside your body, the unconscious leads. His rhythm reveals comfort or fear. His breath exposes connection or distraction. His stillness or urgency shows whether he is present with you or lost within himself. In T's space, performance collapses. Truth rises on its own. That is why this line cuts so deeply. You are not judging him. You are awakening him to himself. Every woman has felt this difference. There is the man who touches you while his mind is elsewhere. And there is the man who touches you as though the world has narrowed to the space between your breaths. One leaves emptiness. The other leaves recognition. When you speak this line, you invite him into awareness. You remind him that intimacy is not something he does to you, it is something he reveals about himself. And this is where transformation begins. A man does not evolve because he is corrected. He evolves because he is truly seen. Now we step even deeper, calling forth the masculine archetype within him. From the moment he sees himself reflected through you, something ancient begins to stir. It feels like a door opening deep inside him. Intimacy stops being a mirror and becomes a summons. I feel safe when you're in me, like I belong here. This sentence moves gently, yet touches the oldest layers of the masculine psyche. I feel safe disarms with softness. When you're in me ties emotional trust to physical presence, but like I belong here does something rare. It calls forth the masculine archetype through recognition, not praise. In psychology, this is the moment a man stops responding as an individual and begins responding as an archetype. Every man carries an inner protector, an inner king, an inner leader. These parts do not awaken through compliments. They awaken when a woman reflects his essence. When you say you feel safe, you are not praising what he does. You are acknowledging who he is. Safety is not performance, it is presence. And for a man, presence is identity. A man who hears that you feel good may feel pleased. But a man who hears that you feel safe enters a different emotional world. Safety activates responsibility, devotion, groundedness, not through pressure, but through purpose. Men do not crave worship. They crave recognition of their inner strength, a part that wants to protect without control, guide without dominance, create safety without losing tenderness. This sentence offers that recognition, and once his archetype is awakened, his movement changes. Desire gives way to meaning. Now, we soften even further, speaking slowly to touch his emotional nerves. It's not your body that overwhelms me, it's your presence. This line does not rush. It arrives slowly, like light filling a dark room. And slowness is the key. Slow speech bypasses the mind and moves directly into the emotional brain, the place where attachment and memory are formed. Fast words are processed logically. Slow words are felt. When you speak slowly, you regulate his nervous system. You pull him out of performance and into awareness. You tell him that who he is matters more than what he does, and that truth lands deeper than desire ever could. His movements soften. His eyes find yours. He listens with his whole body, not because he is told to, but because your presence invites him. Now, we touch the masculine shadow. You don't have to prove anything. You already are enough. This sentence disarms without exposing. Men carry a quiet fear shaped by years of expectation. Am I enough? Even the most confident man carries this shadow. During intimacy, it rises subtly in his effort, his tension, his need to please. When you say this, you interrupt that script. You release the weight he didn't know he was carrying. You offer acceptance without conditions. You do not inflate his ego. You free him. And finally, the rarest truth. This isn't just sex to me. This is where I remember who you are. This line does not seduce, it reveals. It lifts him out of instinct and into meaning. Few men have ever been seen here. Desired for their body, yes, but recognized for their soul, rarely. And when a woman speaks to that part of him in his most unguarded moment, something shifts. He stops trying to impress. He starts trying to meet you. Because intimacy is never what the body remembers. It is what the heart understands, in the space between breaths. Love becomes powerful not through performance, but through presence. Intimacy is not the fire. It is the light that remains after the fire settles. Like the video, share it with someone who needs it.